Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. We are back with This Is the Police. Our struggle continues, and hopefully when we go to work we can survive another day. Was his car broke?
Oh, fuck my life.
I don't think he means that, does he? This is terrible so far. Oh no, what now?
Mayoral election is just a play with a predictable ending. But I'll take my place on the stage, if only to show them that the people will find a way to support those who want change, even in a city where everything is controlled by a corrupt mayor. The crooks can falsify the voting results, they can arrest us and beat us, but they cannot silence us. And today, for the first time in many years, we have a chance to make them fear us.
While acknowledging that he himself is the mysterious Robespierre, Eugene Chaffee has also promised that he will accept any punishment for the crimes committed by him and his supporters for minor offenses and street hooliganism. But, in his words, not before the city authorities are held responsible for the dead in our streets and the millions they've stolen. Eugene Chaffee went on to say that this is the worst time that he'll see the
Nope. I'm not going to let any of you go. I need to promote you. I'm not sending anyone to work. I'm not sending any of them to work. What's the point? Well, we've got CDs now, actually. Let's look at the CD music. Okay, we're getting further and further into this. I'm just not gonna. Okay, what happened then? Today marks the beginning of a great political struggle here in Freiburg. The people, including the cops, will have to decide who to support. Some will remain loyal to Mayor Rogers, but Robespierre already has a following of his own. Don't expect officers from both camps to work effectively together. If you send them out on assignment, unfortunately we can't ask our employees outright about their political views, but maybe there's another way to get this information. Now you can hire one more police officer. You're joking. Thank you. I need one now, and I need you for shift A. Okay, that'll do. Everyday Mall. Teenager walked into a furniture store and started complaining to the clerk that there were too many mirrors on the furniture. He was behaving very inappropriately, insisting on arguing, and finally lost his temper entirely. He pushed a woman over and started pounding on all the mirrors with his bare hands, screaming, "How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?" Well, no one's going anywhere. Because if I send anyone anywhere, I'm going to lose my people. So we're not doing anything. We're just going to let our people be okay, because one is drunk and one is tired, and they're probably going to die. Fuck, how is Middleton always tired? Okay, Miss Anderson's called a complaint about a suspicious man. He squeezed in bedside next to me to the yogurt and started acting very... He squeezed in beside me next to the yogurt and acting very strange. I pushed him away, ran to the cashier and demanded the phone. Come arrest this scoundrel immediately. No. Okay, offender escaped. Offenders are going to escape from all of this because it's a peaceful time. We're relaxing. I don't think anyone's going to go out anyway, are they? That's nearly finished. Okay, so we got reckless endangerment, beach. A drunk man decided to take his young son on a boat ride, but he's having a difficulty keeping on his feet. He's going to kill the boy, according to a fearful eyewitness. Recent crime wave has press talking, and we can all point to is a lot of crappy police work. Send one of your men to go talk to the journalists. Tell them the rank and file officers assure the people of Freiburg that there's no need to worry. Steele, go on, dude. You're the best one for this. Suspicious man was philosophy professor Mr. Zambezi, who had forgotten his glasses. He was only trying to make out the price tags on the yogurt. I'm just trying to get to the next day. Let's have a look at the catalogue, actually. What music we got? Out there in the trees. Swan Lake. That it? That's all there is. Oh, what we got here then? No good. Billabong. Spiders and flies. Into the breach. Sneaking suspicions. I want to play Billabong. We've actually got a CD player now. He escaped and he killed someone. Oh dear. We are just trying to survive. Freeburg High School. A truck with no license plates ran over an elderly man who was running across the road in the wrong place. The driver pulled back, stopped for a second, then sped away at full speed. Okay. Noted. Right, Middleton, Chavez, put the kettle on. It's going to be a long day. Oh, hit and run, here we go. I died. Oh, two more. Vandalism. When she came home from work, Peggy Smith startled some hooded teenagers who were painting graffiti on the wall of her house. I tried to grab him by the scruff of the neck, but he swimmed away from me and ran, the little bastard. Okay, Peggy. What's the next one? Near the main entrance to the building, there's an old man in stinking rags, sitting and playing the accordion, singing a strange song. Let pedestrians run clumsily across the puddles and let water flow like a river down the pavement. Security at the skyscraper said, "We're not going to touch this guy with a 10-foot stick." That's no problem. You do you. A zoo employee had a fight with her boyfriend and hit him on the head with a bowl. He was stunned for a while, and when he came to, he discovered the angry girl had locked him in a cage with a bear. Jack, I just received a last supply tobacco, the keystone of my business, but now the porters have decided to go on strike. They're demanding a wage increase, but I want back with the dirty blackmail. Please send me some of your stronger men to help move the boxes. We're old school friends, and you know I always repay my debts. And I'll reward your men, well, have no doubt. I have no one to send to you guys. Middleton, I've got Chavez who's drunk and will crash, and I've got Middleton who's drunk and they'll probably crash as well. I can't do anything. The manager of the stadium reported the football match as ended with a clash between the fans. The winners were taunting their rivals and the losers didn't take it well. They started tearing up the arena and a small riot has erupted. About 30 people are involved. Jack, your overall state of health is very worrying. You need to cut down your hours as soon as possible. Can I do that? Shift A, Shift B. Study female brain no different from male. Male Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Constitution 2000 arcade opens new game room. Gonna work again. Didn't come into work. Didn't come into work. No. Oh, you are joking. You guys can get promoted. I have 3 people. Oh, this is getting crazy. Please be advised we we're unhappy with the fees of the Freeburg PD. We're cutting department's budget. Oh, screw you, cutting my department. Get rid of you, Sandstorm. What's this? Miss Wood, I'm trying to settle a small part of my deputy. Paul Higgins has unearthed some papers that could potentially hurt my career. He's threatened to go public in the coming days. Apparently he expects me to turn myself in. It's no trouble for me to deal with this traitor, but I need to buy some time. Could you please send a squad of officers to our office, act like you're performing a search, maybe even pretend to arrest me. Then Higgins will think the issue is resolved and he'll let the guard down. Then I'll stab him in the side. Sound fair enough? I can't send anybody, so no. Some ungrateful residents, cities, blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. They cannot meet my demands. I've just helped them. I have just helped the city hall, so let's see if us helping them will help us in the long run. Okay, suburb. Old friends Mr. Casey and Mr. Perelov were arguing about how to cook the best barbecue. In the end, Mr. Perelov grabbed a butcher's knife and stabbed Mr. Casey in the stomach. The man's wife phoned the police after she locked herself in the bedroom, fearing for her life. Oh, mission from God. Well, what's he after now? Mr. Boyd, I want to arrange a holiday for the faithful of our city. Popular Christian music to attract the young people and invite a Christian rock group, the Freeburg Brothers in Christ. They're supposed to be perfect role models for young people around the world. At first everything went fine, they came and behaved very nicely, as befits humble men singing praise to the Lord. But on the day of the concert came out that their lead singer overdosed on cocaine and whiskey. While the other members of the group were staging an orgy with male prostitutes, I cancelled the concert and demanded the musicians return with their fee. But they told me to go to hell. The Lord wants you to deal with these worthless hypocrites. Let them know we don't suffer false prophets lightly. Yeah, no, I'm not helping you, sorry. Child abuse. The inebriated man decided to teach his young son a lesson right there in the pizzeria. He pulled down the boy's pants and started spanking him with a pizza peel, shouting, "I told you not to slurp and don't talk back, you bastard." What? Wow. Pretty brutal. An alarm went off at a premium liquor store. Eyewitnesses report that a truck crashed through the back gate of their warehouse. People wearing hoods stormed the area and are quickly loading boxes of bottles onto the truck.
In progress.
And we got public indecency. Here we go. Visitors to the Core Monument got a surprise today. A naked woman walked up and began posing next to the monument. Several people tried to cover her with their coats, but she shed them and ran away from everyone, laughing loudly. The eyewitness who caught it in said she was obviously under some kind of substance. Okay. Oh, counterfeiting. Mrs. Hatch called in to complain that the Griffiths apartment at the mall was selling counterfeit money. 50s and 100s hanging right in the window. What kind of world are we living in? I don't know.
In progress. 1311.
Nosy crowders gathered in front of the City Hall demanding the legalisation of soft drugs in Freeburg. Pot cures cancer, the protesters are chanting as they definitely smoke joints. Department was displaying gift cards designed to resemble dollars, but they were clearly marked not for legal tender. Shooting. Marissa Brown reports that she's heard several shots ring out from a nearby window. Followed by a man shouting, "Shut up," every night, the same thing. Freaking junkies. Marissa explained that her neighbour is a former soldier who often quarrels with the young people who spend evenings hanging out in the apartment courtyard. Okay, I need to... She's losing her job. I need you to work tomorrow. I need you to work tomorrow. Class is fine. Bodybuilding competition at the Sand Ice Arena. Coal monument turns into giant icicle. Farmer confuses kite with UFO. I'm too high to go. No, you can't go home. Too tired. I can only walk straight. No. 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 You can all work. Okay, I've got 3 drunks on shift. Hang on, can I fire them for that? Can't I can fire them, can't I? Yeah, I can fire them, I think. Hang on a minute. Okay, please advise we unhappy with the official Pittsburgh, blah blah blah, we're cutting the department's budget again. Yeah, get rid of him. I don't care. Affairs. Can I fire her? As useless. Didn't come to work, came to work drunk, too old, failed 3 assignments in a row. I might just fire her. She's awful. I'll fire her as well. 2. And then I can find Nunata. Fire. Came to work drunk. We've got to be... Okay, 3. Shift A, Shift A, Shift A, and I can also make them work extra if I need to. Okay, Mr. Boyd, please note this information is highly classified. 6 months ago, terrorists simultaneously launched 3 satellites which, according to our intelligence, transmitted some kind of hypersensitive radiation waves designed to sap our willpower. We've quickly developed a cure which should improve the mental strength of our citizens, especially our military and police forces. We're conducting clinical studies and we need 4 of your employees to try out the latest version of the drug. Between us, these men are running a great risk because of our experiments on rats were not entirely successful, but for $80,000 you'll be willing to take a chance, right? Yeah, you can have 1 drunk, 2 drunk, 3 drunks, and you. Yeah, 3 of them will probably die. Child abuse. The company Flutty Fanny, which produces diapers and ties, put on a presentation about their new products. They invited 2 clowns to entertain the young mothers and their children. The kids didn't like the clowns and some began to cry, and one of the clowns lashed out at the audience shouting, "God, I could just plug that child. I can't stand it. It's like he's scraping my ears from the inside." Second clown just silently watched everything, then pulled a WW2 gun, World War II gun out of his bag and aimed it at the crowd. He asked his friend in the gravelly voice, "Mikolov, who you want me kill? Just point at them with your finger and I'll put the devil down." Later it would become known that these clowns are former psychiatric patients who have been successfully treated and released. Go take them back to the loony bin.
113B in progress. 1011B in progress.
Carjacking. Some stoned teenagers stole a fire engine and are now riding through the city centre. Siren blazing, spraying pedestrians with the fire hose. cafe waiter is reporting an explosion near the entrance to the coffee shop. There's more deafening bangs coming from just outside. I even dropped a tray full of coffee. My customers don't know what to do. Are there suddenly bombs going off in the city? No.
1011 B complete.
Chief, those pills they gave us were really strange. It's impossible to concentrate on anything, and my feet really hurt. Chavez all of a sudden started throwing up, and then her skin got all covered with blisters, and she dropped dead. Oh well, we got 80,000 from it though. Haha. Terrorism. There weren't any bombs, just some pranksters throwing around a handful of firecrackers outside the cafe. And one of them's dead. Carjacking. Yeah, 2 of them are gonna die.
Officer,
Okay, there's a crowd of weeping children and mothers scrambling for cover. One clown is sitting and growling and tearing his hair out. If it takes out an hysterical crowd, he yells to the DJ to play some calming music. Strike the clown is tearing his hair out.
414.
Civilian killed. Oh well.
B in progress.
Mr. Portman called in to report the theft of his car. I was at the intersection. 2 men with pistols approached and told me to get out of the car. I didn't argue, but can't figure out why they wanted that old bucket of boats. Could be police.
113B complete. A in progress. 113B complete.
2 girls refused to compromise over their last pair of designer shoes and began to tear out each other's hair. The guard called the police and said he couldn't intervene. I'm still suffering injuries from the last time this happened. Right, let's send the drunks again. Maybe I'll get them killed again. Never know, I might get them killed. I've already replaced them because I'm firing them, so it doesn't matter.
1111B in progress.
Drug sale. Mr. Carmen reports that there's a drug pusher working at the parking lot near his home. He's an Arab and every day comes rumbling up his moped, selling drugs to the local school children like they're his regular customers. Can't you do anything? No, he's probably just This is the problem. A lot of these residents, they see how somebody looks or what their religion is and they judge straight away. So we're not going to help people like that. We're a good police chief. We could be corrupt like the mayor. We're not doing that. Drug use. An elderly man caught sight of a man using drugs. I saw him take a packet of white powder from his pocket. He sprinkled it on a donut and ate the monstrosity right there. So these people. This. Oh, she's dead. Oh, there we go. She was terrible anyway. She was a terrible police officer. She was always tired, and now she's always drunk. Fight them 3 more. Right, they'll come back.
1111.
Drug sales. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything on that one. No, I'm not gonna do anything.
1111B complete.
Drug eater was just a man who likes to put his own sugar on his donuts. Yep, there we go. Smuggling. We just received an anonymous tip. A large shipment of contraband tobacco is being unloaded at the port. New Marta, go on. You'll probably get killed now. Send all of them. Smuggling. They all survived. Well done. Local TV station is filming a story on how our utility companies paint over graffiti and the city's other efforts fighting for good, clean Freiburg. We need a couple of uniform officers on scene for the camera. Send them now. I can't. Okay, let's see if any of them turn up.
My God, Mr. Boyd, there's no tea in the whole house. We've looked everywhere. I could bring you a nice box of Japanese tea. I think you'd fall in love.
Let's get this over with. The people on the street are freezing by now.
Oh, yes. I do apologize for the ill-mannered crowd. A man in my position deals with a lot of unpleasantness.
Mr. Boyd, don't you wonder why Mayor Rogers so easily gave you your job back?
I promised the doctors I'd think less.
Funny. The people of this city are in the opposite situation. They've begun to use their heads for the first time in many years. They've learned to argue, but of course they can't agree on anything. Does Freeburg need change? Should the old guard give way to a new generation of politicians? Would I make a good mayor? Was Stuart Rogers a bad mayor?
Yes.
All these arguments reek of naivete, but let's be charitable. Many of them are allowing themselves to doubt for the first time. What's important is this. In times when the people cannot reach an accord, what they need is something to unite them. And one of those things is their undying love for their chief of police. People can support me or hate me, can defend Rogers or demand his resignation, but they remain sure of one thing. Their police chief is a saint. Their police chief won't let the city fall to chaos. And despite everything, the events of recent months have only improved your reputation, Mr. Boyd. The people have been touched by your recovery from that coma, your eagerness to return again and again to your post, to serve the city. And of course, Stuart Rogers, whose position is seriously shaken, wishes to take advantage of you.
Rogers understands that he won't survive this fight. He just wasn't prepared for it. So he's planned a major security operation. He intends to storm Eugene's house, burn everything to the ground so the pillar of smoke can be seen from anywhere in the city. He wants you to personally lead the assault. He'll tell the reporters that Eugene Chaffee was behind a series of terrorist attacks across the city. When he offered armed resistance during his arrest, Eugene was shot and killed.
What are you gonna do about it?
What should I do? Respond in kind, of course.
What, you're gonna storm City Hall?
Don't have the stomach for it, Mr. Boyd? You do understand what my gratitude would mean. Enough money to last you the rest of your life.
My job. I want to keep my job. Not 1 year, not 5 years, but until I decide it's time to leave.
I told you, Eugene, he's no longer interested in money.
Oh, I'll take the money, too. It'll be nice to get a bonus when you extend my contract.
You ask for too much, Mr. Boyd.
Oh, really?
I'll visit you in a few days, Mr. Boyd. Gather your strength. You forgot them in my car the last time we met.
Thanks, but I gave them up. Might add a few years to my life.
And one more thing. I wanted you to hear this from me, not the newspapers. Consider it a gift.
Damn. Okay, no more mafia. Milk factory buys milk from farmers at subsidised rate. Milk police save once. No more shooting gallery on and nearly shot by drunk client. I'm going to finish this video here, and in the next one, I don't even, I'm not going to work actually, so I want to see what happens. See if we can last one more day. We'll finish after this one, I drank too much. Yes, but come tomorrow. I hardly walk. Yes, but come tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. So I got 2 people coming on the next day, which is fine. Okay, due to the difficult economic situation, we had to undertake a series of pension cuts as a cost-saving measure. We can't run the city into the ground for some lazy old people who can't take care of themselves. Every day, dozens of retirees come to us threatening to arrange a protest. A large gathering of elderly people can be a serious situation. After all, we're talking about people in poor health. Can't let it happen, so these activists need to be sent packing to their vacation homes. The use of force is sanctioned if required. Seriously, me and Rogers are going to a friend of the city's birthday party. Additional police support will be required. Refused. City Hall. They're not helping me. Labour Union. Before your employees have reformed a complaint. Blah blah blah. Inspectors have arrived. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's send people. Go on everyone, arrest the old people. God, this is crazy. Yeah, gonna arrest them. Assault. A man attacked a mixed race couple who were walking along the beach. I have no detectives. I fired them all.
412A in progress.
Oops. He still wants me to do something, so I'm not going to do that. We have assault. When the man tried to get away without paying, the taxi driver tried to teach the man a lesson. According to an eyewitness, the driver grabbed the guy by the collar, pulled him out of the car and beat his ass. Suppress the protest by force. Ah, damn. No.
414 in progress. 412A.
Child abuse. The karate veteran Andy Castro dragged his son out of his school into the street and began to publicly punish him for secretly smoking. He beat the boy with a belt until he bled, knocked him to the ground, put his knee on the boy's chest and force-fed him a carton of cigarettes. Principal of the school called in the incident. The man lost his mind in the war and is looking like he might just kill the boy. PE teacher tried to intervene, but the man pulled out a gun and made it clear that he didn't need any help parenting. Okay, send all of them. These officers are needed for questioning. They'll take a few days, during which they'll be exempt from duties. That's 2 people from here. That's 3 people from this place.
In progress.
Animal abuse. Okay, here we go. Several people in an apartment complex have reported that their cats have gone missing in the stairwell. Carrie Martin, owner of 3 missing cats, was called in again to complain. This is the 7th time this month. We know there's some kind of crazy witch on the 2nd floor kidnapping these poor animals and doing terrible things to them. Please, you have to stop her.
414 complete.
What? What? 3 officers killed? What the flipping heck?
416 complete.
Oh my god.
415 in progress.
I'm in shock. 3 officers died. Ah, this is why I didn't want to send anybody out.
1010A in progress. 415 complete.
Bomb threat. A man with a Spanish accent just called in threatening to blow up the bridge unless Freeburg Prison released a group of freedom fighters calling his brothers. Can't send anybody, because one of them's gone and 3 of them dead.
Progress.
An actor started quarrelling with the director during a rehearsal. You have to cut off my head to put me in this ridiculous hat. The director wouldn't give up, and a fight broke out after some of the actor's colleagues stood up for him.
311.
Yeah, we're not doing 20 of these. And there himself. Jake's running off to the city. If you can't keep promises, won't keep ours. Dude, what you want to do, mate? There's free. Well, we've lost 3 officers today. Assault. Yeah, I couldn't send anybody. I got no one. Declare dead. Declare dead. Declare dead. Oh, this is terrible. I think we're coming to the end now anyway. Hunting license price doubles. Schoolgirl falls through ice and survives. Study energy vampires do exist. Okay. We're gonna finish this video here. So until next time guys, thank you and take care.